told me that I would be greater than, I would be greater than you. Told me that I would be greater than, I would be greater than you. Told me that I would be greater than, I would be greater than you. Told me that I would be greater than, I would be greater than you.
What up, family? They said no sound.
She came and claimed me. Nobody else. Now, ladies.
What up, fam? Do we got
we
sound?
Can be stubborn sometimes.
I see no sound.
But
Maybe
when
I
you
hit
find
something.
a good man, you get in line.
That's what happened when you have to use a piece of equipment in two different places, unhooking it, hooking it up. All the settings of the computer are changed back. Then you have.
I like that Nintendo Switch has games the kids like to
go back and hit a different setting. But it's all good. Soon we're gonna have every station set up like it needs to be.
Yeah. Vaudrey, thank you, Vaudrey.
We got a boy already. A boy already. Roger Coleman, thank you, brother.
I'm pushing up anytime you need me. G-U-N, I'm not misleading. It's 8 a.m., you got me wishing you was with me. Press, full court press, you know what you need. Someone that's about you, girl. I'm selfish outside of your chest. No, it's gold, it's a treasure, it's kinda cold right now. Let me keep you warm in this weather now. Loving you is my calling. Girl, I'm ready to put my all in, yeah. I'ma show you what it feels like to be loved. Hold you down when we pop out, girl, I hold you up. No other feeling compare. My intuition says your love in the air. Baby, just so tired of if you feel that you scared. I know the way you feeling really.
Let's go,
feel like it's
family.
real. Ain't no probably. Wanna know how it feels having you on this side of me. Instantly, intimacy, enjoy your company. Tenderly and gently, that's the vibe for me, yeah. Get you ain't going nowhere. This day to love, girl, I wanna go there. You the biggest drip, I don't need no mind clear. Girl, I'm ready, let me know whenever your mind clear. You take an inch or a mile, I'll take it with you. The life you wanna create, baby, can I make it with you? Stay down, let's get it, girl, I wanna run this cake with you. Yo, now you better, don't you ever bring no baby with you. Babe, I'm serious, I don't mind playing the long game. Follow your lead, be your shadow, wanna be your only. When I'm in your presence, I wanna hold you closely. Give you everything I got, you is what you own, man. Ain't no probably. Wanna know how it feels having you on this side of me. Instantly, intimacy, enjoy your company. Tenderly and gently, that's the vibe for me.
Hey, 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 hey. What up, family? Welcome to another edition of the Barrels and Bubbles Morning Show. Man, God damn. I feel so good today. How you feel?
I feel groovy, baby.
You know, yesterday I said it was Thursday, and I got up today and thought it was Friday.
You know what? I did too. And I'm the one that said to you, no, tomorrow's Thursday. When I woke up today, I was like, oh, yeah.
So I thought it was Friday. I bust that watermelon down because we have watermelon. A big ass. I'm tired right now from jamming, but really I'm just watermelon full.
You watermelon full.
My stomach is fucking full of watermelon.
But you had some, and then you had that, you juiced some stuff.
The juice, man. We're doing a juice fast. So if anybody new here, we just in here doing a juice fast. Let's go see who
kicking in the door. Who kicking in the door? Who kicking in the door?
The first five in line. Number one, we got our brother Roger Cohen. He says, "Good morning, team. Let's win."
Yeah, let's win.
Y'all love says, "Top of the morning, fam."
Yeah.
Razzle Dazzle says, "Hey, y'all." The lovely Miss Sophia says, "Good day, everybody." Chris Mayfield says, "Source boys," and guess what?
Who is the wonk?
You the goddamn wonk. The wonk is the sixth person that's in line, standing at the door that couldn't get in with an ugly look on his face, saying, "Damn,
damn, damn, damn."
So his job is to come in and summarize today's message. If he can, he can. If he can't, he can't. He can defer it to someone else. Or anybody can come in and summarize the message. So give a testimony or do whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
This is your morning cup of coffee, Bears and Bubbles. Today we're going to be talking about something that I realized was something that I imagined.
What is it?
And then I never forget, in college, we used to look up the etymology of words and the meaning. And imagination is realization. Once you realize it, you realize it because it realizes in your head. You ever been with somebody and you said, "I realized that motherfucker ain't care about me at all. I realized they was using me." Well, once you realized it in your mind. So before you realized they were using you, you were imagining that they won't. So your imagination is what's real to you anyway. Think about it. Your imagination is your realization.
Wow.
And I thought about it hard, and I ain't write down a lot of notes because I was like, I just want this to come to me. Let source bring it to me. I wrote down a couple of things, but your imagination is your realization.
I could kind of see where you're going with
that. You never know until you realize it. Once you realize it where?
In your mind.
In your mind. Your mind goes back and paints all the pictures of everything you ever needed to see to realize something. Because before you realized it, you were experiencing it, right? In the physical form. Before you realized something, you were experiencing this relationship with this woman or man in the physical form. And you thought one thing, but it was something else. So you're saying, I realized it. Well, where did you realize it at? In your head. They had already cussed you out, slapped the shit out of you, cheated on you, and did a lot of shit. And that didn't make you realize it. You realized it one day sitting there thinking. We're going to get into it. What time is it?
It's time for
Chris
the
to do the recap, baby. The recap from yesterday. Let's go.
Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all.
Boom.
Okay, so imagine me time was yesterday's message. And Master Teacher talked to us about the difference between bored and boring. And that during that time that we're thinking bored means something bad. It is if you start minding other people's business in that time. But when you get bored, it's like yourself, your id saying, your blue saying, hey, chill with me, spend some time with me, just me, myself, and I, like, let's get together. Let me help you imagine some better things. Let's bring some other things into realizations. I love when Master Teacher is going to go with that. It's saying like, yo, if you spend time with me, you can manifest this business. You can meditate and get your mind right and connect your mind and your body together and get your body right. What else? And he was like, be happy to be bored. And, you know, you might hear him mention get busy. And I remember I used to be really, really busy. Would be there, you know, sun up to sundown or whatever. And then you get booed up and then you just want to be up in your mate's ass, right? And so I just wanted to be booed up. And then so much so that I wasn't busy anymore. And then it was easy for me to feel bored if he wasn't with me because I wanted to mind his business. However, in those moments, all I had to do was chill, relax, take a nap, reflect, whatever, on the goodness of the relationship. So yeah, Master Teacher, are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Let's get it.
What up, fam? Your imagination is your realization. Let's check into it because it's all about words. I like to put the phone up to the mic. What's the definition of realize?
Here's the definition of realize. Become fully aware of something as a fact. Understand clearly.
Y'all hear that? Let's play that again. Let's play that one more time for y'all. What's the definition of realize?
Here's the definition of realize. Become fully aware of something as a fact. Understand clearly.
To become fully aware of something as a fact. To understand clearly. What are some synonyms for the word imagination?
Here's a summary from thesaurus.com. Imagination, artistry, awareness, fancy, fantasy, idea, image, imagery, ingenuity, and more.
Under more items, it says to realize. Synonyms for realize.
Here are some synonyms for realize: register, perceive, discern, notice, understand.
Wow.
All these things are happening in your mind. The house has been right there forever. This is the first day you noticed it. This is the first day I just realized that house was right there. I just realized, I just noticed this. Think about this. Realize and imagine is the same thing. Let me give you some game. When Alexander Graham Bell or anybody that's invented anything ever said, I want to invent a telephone. I imagine myself talking to a motherfucker that ain't even here.
Yeah.
I imagine myself talking to a motherfucker that ain't even here. He said, well, what would you call it, self? His self said, tele. Like to go somewhere else. Like television, to see something going on somewhere else. To teleport, to go somewhere else. Or telephone, to go take my phonic, my voice, and make it go somewhere else. I imagine talking to a motherfucker ain't even here, and I'm gonna call it a fucking telephone. The second he imagined that, he realized it. Because the suffix I-Z-E means to make. I-Z-E means to make. I capitalized off that motherfucker. I capitalized. I made capital. I penalized this motherfucker. I made him take a penalty. I realized I want to talk to motherfuckers that ain't even here. I made the telephone idea real with my imagination. Watch this. I was married already when I met Chris. I was married. I met her at church one day. She asked me to help her with a play. I did a play. I got to know her through helping with the play. My ex-wife actually went to her to get her hair done, and my ex-wife had a salon. I've always liked hairdressers. The bitches is dumb, but they make a lot of money. I'm playing.
All right now.
No. People like me. I like hairdressers because they just cool chicks. But anyway.
We the ones that didn't strip.
Yeah, exactly.
But
the ones that can make that good money and dumb. I gotta stop joking. I told you, I'd be happier not high in the morning. But anyway, my ex-wife went and got her hair done by Chris. And talking to Chris, one day we was having such a great conversation. I imagined, man, what if this was my chick? She's a cool person. That's when it became real. I realized it. Do y'all understand? When you say, man, I imagine myself doing this, that's when you realize that's what you need. Something comes from source. Think about this. Once this guy imagined making the phone, it realized. How? Because he went out and started gathering every fucking thing that he needed to make a phone. And all that shit was on the earth already. Maybe the earth wanted a telephone. Maybe something greater than him wanted us to fucking talk more closely. Maybe we tuned in, tapped in, turned on to the same thing. Or maybe blue dots or people in general, when you imagine something and realize it, maybe it's just to help the world out. Motherfucker, imagine flying through the air.
Yeah.
And he realized it. Ain't a plane real?
Yeah.
Ain't a car real?
Yeah.
Ain't a spaceship real? Where did it start at?
In the mind. Yeah.
In a motherfucker's imagination.
Yep.
So when he imagined it, he realized he could. I don't think
I thought it's a thing when he imagined.
When you imagine it, you're realizing you can. Check on her. That's just up to you if you do. When you imagine something, that's a realization that this is possible and it can be true. You just have to do the things you need to do, which is be you to make it happen. LeBron James liked basketball, obviously, and he just kept shooting shots. Kobe kept shooting shots. The cotton gin. A lot of times, black folks invented most of the things in America because white folks didn't have to work. When you're a slave, you sit around and you say, man, I sure goddamn imagine a way to goddamn pick this cotton. I ain't even mean to say it like that, but just being real, that's how inventions go. Technology is design. Tech, knowledge. Tech, work. Knowledge. Knowledge to make work easier. So technology is designed for work, nothing else. That's what technology is. It makes work easier. Back in the day, a woman used to have to do like this to get herself off. That they got too tired of doing that. Somebody said, we'll make you a vibrator. Technology. You ain't got to work that hard to finger yourself. We'll give you a jabber. They got fake pussies now. You ain't got to work that hard to beat your meat. You put your dick in the thing and it's sucking for you with a motor on it. Technology. Somebody decided, hey man, I wish it was a goddamn way that we can get cool coming out of this goddamn heat. And the niggas start working on the AC. I believe it's the way, goddamn it, that I can goddamn come out of this goddamn field and goddamn cool off. Nigga, you can't cool off. You know we got old crazy nigga over there talking about he won't come out the field and cool off. What you mean, Eli Whitney? You can't cool off. How you gonna cool off? He said, well, I realized I can make some shit called an air conditioner that can cool me off on the inside and blow cool air. How the hell you gonna blow cool air? Imagine it. That means I realize it can be done. I realize we imagine a fruit fast and we living in it. I'm eating fruit every day. Bang, 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 bang. I'm serious. I get it though. Leftover fruit from yesterday. And I'm gonna tell you something. I never imagined myself eating fruit in the refrigerator like a fruit salad already mixed up. I don't like that.
Yeah, I know you did.
But this morning I took that goddamn fruit that was already mixed up with the bananas. You know, the bananas that got wet. Old folks said the bananas. The bananas had got wet, and I said, fuck it, they already wet. And I poured them in the motherfucking Ninja, and I used some juice that I juiced yesterday to make a dope-ass smoothie.
Mm-hmm.
Once you imagine something, it's real. It's telling you it can be done. It's like deja vu. A lot of people, they look at all these words like astral projecting and all this shit. A dream is just telling you what can be done. It's you're imagining it in your sleep. And when you're asleep, you can do anything because you ain't got nothing around fucking with your other senses. See, in the classroom, you can look at the teacher so hard your meter get hard. But somebody gonna say, hey, Javon, you ain't gonna be able to come. You can look at a nigga so hard and you can get dripping wet, but you ain't gonna be able to come. But in your sleep, you gonna come because ain't nothing fucking with your other senses. That's why I said yesterday, me time. It's good to be bored. You ain't got nobody talking to you. Hey, I can't hear nothing. Can't see nothing going on. It's just me. Now I can realize. You ever thought about it? When you realize something, all you're doing is sitting there imagining. Somebody call you and they've been doing this shit for 20 years, and you call and say, hey man, you gonna pay me that money back you owe me? They said, I can't do it. You said you was gonna give it to me Friday. They say, I can't do it. You say, okay, that's all right. Hang the phone up. And this motherfucker been the same motherfucker for 20 years. But at that moment, you say to yourself, I realize this motherfucker been getting over on me. I realize. Why do you realize it now? They've been doing the same shit 20 years. Because at that very moment, your mind starts going back, looking at those occurrences and those incidences. That's why shit feel like deja vu. Because they done occurred in your mind before. That's why you can get so fucking mad when you realize, hey man, fuck that, I hate you, I ain't never talking again. Man, this ain't for $20, man, why you tripping? It ain't just $20. It ain't this time, it ain't this experience. You imagine those images of him leaving you at the club for that bitch. You ain't had no money, he bought you dinners. When you had money, y'all went to the steakhouse. You keep thinking, imagining. And you say, this motherfucker, I realize they ain't shit. It happens right there. That's when you imagine never fucking with them again. You ever thought about that when you're in a relationship with a person? The second you imagine never fucking with them again is when you say, I realize that motherfucker ain't shit. You making it real. Okay, you know what? I can see myself not ever fucking with this bitch again. Now, everything that you didn't like about her before, that you tried to make unreal, you realized it. And the second you imagine not fucking with a person no more, that's when you realize, okay, you ain't never love me. You ain't never love me. But as long as you want to keep fucking with him, you don't realize it because you ain't imagining your life without him. Yep. That's a lot of things a lot of people don't realize. A lot of people don't imagine. Yep. They don't realize or imagine that they're not capable of doing what it takes to have what you want. Yep. Meaning this. Some people will say the white man got the world on lock. Some people will say the niggas ain't good, women ain't good. Some people are saying every man or woman bad because they can't just imagine themselves or realize it's me, goddammit. Yeah. I can't imagine myself changing, doing no better. Yeah. So guess what? Everybody fucked up.
Yep. You better teach.
The second they meet a man or a woman that they like, they realize it was me. Because they imagine going forward in this situation. Yeah. Soon as you imagine going forward or imagine leaving, that's when I realize. Well, I realize
wow.
I realize that I'm going to have a fucking TV show. I realize I'm doing it right now. Ain't this real? Ain't Basketball real? Yeah. Realize to make real. I got a switcher audio in this bitch. Y'all was like audio fucked up. I'm going to have a staff in this motherfucker. That's real. Lynn used to be here working the switcher. I'm going to have a staff in this motherfucker. Hey, Basketball Chris, let me put your little swat in your face. Javon, let me just suck your dick in the back before you get in there.
Speak it. Speak it.
Y'all welcome to another Basketball Morning Show.
Why Master Teacher looking tired? That's what happened last night. That's what happened last night.
I got in here just.
Why you gotta take it from me? It was my job just a second ago.
Bitch, shut up. She trying to make her shit real in my mind. Yeah. Listen, let me be serious.
Okay.
Y'all remember this song? It's just my imagination running away with me. Ooh, it was just my imagination running away with me. The whole time in the song, that motherfucker was having a good ass time with that woman in his head. Every night I get down on my knees and pray, dear Lord, please hear my prayer. I think it's something of it. That shit feel good. That's why he's singing so high and fluttering.
Mm-hmm.
The second that motherfucker said, I realized I'm dreaming, it's when he didn't want to keep going of seeing her out that window.
Mm-hmm.
Watch what I'm trying to say. Imagination feels good. Imagination feels good. But then the second he said, it ain't reality. He realized the bitch wanted with him because as she walked by, he stopped thinking about seeing her. He started thinking about her absence. Ain't that what we do?
Mm-hmm.
When we got something good, the second we meet a man or a woman that treats us good, or we get a good job or a good thing, what do we start worrying about?
Mm-hmm.
Its absence.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna lose it?
Yeah.
That's why you crazy over your mate.
Mm-hmm.
Am I gonna lose him? Am I gonna lose it? Am I gonna lose it?
Yeah.
Am I gonna lose it? That man was feeling good at first. In his imagination, it was real to him.
Mm-hmm.
All he had to do was not think about losing her. You could have kept singing before you know it. You'd have been down there talking to the bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Like Fantasia. Her
Mm-hmm.
song, When I See You.
Mm-hmm.
You watch that video, she felt good to the end of the song and got to kiss the nigga.
Uh-huh.
She never stopped imagining.
Yeah.
The motherfucker that started making a phone, that when he got this piece, and this piece, and by the time he put that shit together, somebody said, are you fucking kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is that?
Mm-hmm.
He said, it's my telephone, man. I'm gonna be able to talk to somebody in here. All I gotta do is get some wire and run that shit all the way over there. Ha 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 ha. That shit was real to that nigga. In his head, it's like the boom boom boom. It's real in my mind, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That shit was real. Hi, motherfucker. The world will laugh at you. What make you think this motherfucker gonna let somebody talk? I imagined it, man. It's real to me. Ha 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 ha. Now everybody talking on it.
Yeah. It's a song about it.
Everybody talking on Mr. Telephone,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Just because a motherfucker realized it could be done.
Yeah.
I think imagining something could be done is realizing it's supposed to be you.
Mm.
What you imagine is realizing it's supposed to be you. Every now and then I talk to Hop, he say something magnanimous shit. Like, yeah, Jay, when we get this $1 billion fund, and sometimes I used to be like, man, I'm just holding in there dreaming with you, but goddamn, we gonna make $1 billion, make $1 billion fund. That motherfucker on the way to it. I just believe it now. Same way I believe in the stuff that I'm doing. I'm about to be on another nice podcast soon. I ain't even gonna announce it.
It's tonight.
Well, you know, I ain't gonna announce it because you know.
No, I know, but I'm just saying you said soon. Later tonight, he mean, and he'll announce it later.
But I won't gonna say it.
Yeah, don't say it.
Fucking mouth. I want it to be a surprise.
I mind your business.
You know, and be like, hey, class, look what I did. I don't
okay.
Want, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry, I just wanted to be ready to be
fucking
ready.
ass, big ass, goddamn mouth.
That's right.
No, then goddamn well, I know it's tonight. If I'm saying I'm gonna be
shit, you thought today was Friday. I was trying to help.
I thought today was Friday earlier, and I said I realized it's Thursday. I was talking about that.
Hey.
I'm fucking with you, but shut the fuck up sometime.
All right, look, that come in handy sometimes, so I don't know. This big ass mouth opens doors.
Sing it with me.
No. Get us in the door. The biggest goddamn mouth be going for everything you need.
Listen, I have imagined myself doing so many things that I actually end up doing because I kept believing.
Mm-hmm.
I never stopped believing. So when the opportunity came, I moved. I'll never forget. I had to go to I didn't have to go, but I went with No Cash to his movie premiere in Atlanta. And he had met Ray J on Bigo about 2 days beforehand. And he was like, hey, man, look, I'm talking to Ray J on Bigo. I wasn't really that impressed because I'm like, if I had one wish, we would be best friends. That's the only song I like by Ray J. But I like Ray J because he slutted that white girl out and put that pressure on that white girl and filmed it. So I do like a nigga to slut a white girl out and pull her hands, bite her neck, and spit in her fucking face. I seen the extra rated version of that shit. Ray J was hocking in that bitch. Shut up, bitch. Bitch, OJ. Ray J, I see him. I'm telling you, there's an extra rated version of that shit. But I like Ray J for that reason. So this was like Thursday. No Cash like, yeah, Ray J. And he like, what you got coming up, No Cash? He was just talking real to No Cash. Just matter. No Cash like, I got a movie premiere. I'm dropping this in Atlanta. And I'm saying to myself, hey man, this shit ain't big like that. But it's a movie. He looking at it could blow. I'm over here being the hater. Man, it ain't no fucking big movie, nigga. This is local shit. Ray J said, oh shit, you got a movie coming out, nigga? Oh shit, nigga. Hey, my nigga No Cash, he a movie star. I'm like, damn, he believed it. So No Cash is imagining, realizing. It's like spinning a web. Look at it like this. As you're imagining, you're spinning the web of realizing it. So No Cash like, yeah, I'm gonna be down there for my movie premiere this Saturday. He said, oh shit, I'm gonna be in Atlanta Saturday. I gotta be at the King of Diamonds nightclub. He said, if you goddamn happen to stop by, come fuck with me. No Cash like, okay, I'm gonna fuck with you. So that whole time, No Cash starts bursting bubbles with me. Look, we gonna go down there, we gonna fuck with Ray J. I'm gonna put him on my Bigo, because he fuck with Bigo and all this shit. So I said, all right, I'm got them tuned in, tapped in, turned on with you. Because I started imagining it. Had I not imagined it, it wouldn't have happened for me. It would have happened for No Cash. So we get down there, we go in the club, and we said, let's get a VIP booth. No Cash said, no, let's don't get no VIP. We gonna be with Ray J. You know how he talking. I said, fuck it. Let's not get a VIP. We're gonna be with Ray J. So we living like fuck it. Yeah. Imagining, spinning this web, realizing this shit. Yeah. So we chilling. All of a sudden they said, oh, Ray J in the house, Ray J in the house. And then they look up, Ray J on the stage, up front. Boom. No Cash said, let's just let him chill first. Then we're gonna wait. Then I'm gonna go run up on him, right down on him. I said, okay, he said, I'm following No Cash. So they like, Ray J, perform if you had one wish. He like, no, I don't want to perform that. I'm in the strip club. Y'all don't want to hear that. They like, perform Ray J. He like, yeah. So he started, that's exactly how he sounded in the strip club. He sang this shit live. When I said I love you first, it was like 8 years ago. You said no, you might live in a room. You said to be alone. Like then I wasn't good. I was sitting there like, I like the song. I was vibing to it. So after the song was over, it was like, all right, Ray J, let's talk. No Cash said, come on, let's go. You my security guard. No Cash got on a teeny bopper outfit. She got on a Mickey Mouse shirt, some cut-up jeans, some space Nikes, and laced their own selves up. I'm like, where did you get this from, home? You know what I'm saying? So he got on a fucking space suit or some shit, looking like Marvin the Martian going over there. I got on a vest. I'm dressed, chill jeans, fresh shoes, So I'm following this nigga, and he's like, no, get in front. You know what I'm saying? I said, no, I ain't that bold. So I'm following behind him close. We cutting through the crowd. Ray J on the fucking stage. No Cash. Now, this is what I didn't imagine. But I said, no Cash don't lead us to the promised land. We get up there. No Cash is on the floor. He up on the stage like a balcony. No Cash smacks the stage. Boom, 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 boom. His security looked down like, oh, motherfucker, get ready to draw the gun. He like, hey, Ray J, this No Cash to Figo. Ray J said, no Cash. The movie star. Come on up. No Cash said, I got my security with me. He said, bring that big nigga up too. Boy, I got some footage that I ain't posted. Let's just say he fucked that girl Kim K, and that boy likes to have a good time everywhere he goes. I had me a good time with Ray J. I'll post a little footage for y'all so y'all can see. And look, this is the thing. It's funny because his homeboys was standing up, chilling. They gave that nigga 30,000 ones for making a show. He said, man, y'all take these ones and throw these ones. I said, okay. Throw some of these ones. Not gonna throw all of them. I'm not gonna leave your section with a big pocket, but I'm gonna have at least 400-500 ones in this situation, And then I'm gonna throw the rest to the gals. But the footage we got, we was just in there with this cat chilling. I mean, like, you seen the footage on the couch. We right there. We smoking, drinking. God damn, that shit was a night. He imagined it. I imagined it with him. Now watch this. Because I imagined it with him, I realized it with him. Because as I was thinking, I said, well, maybe he can pull this shit off. I'm going to follow this nigga and I'm going to act like I'm the security. Then some shit happened. At the end, he was like, man, y'all come on out back. Y'all get my numbers and shit. And da-da-da-da-da. So me and No Cash went out back with him. And we we realized we came with some women, Lynn and other women there. So we're like, God damn, we can't go. You
about to leave.
Lynn was there. We looked up Lynn and them, they over there partying in some other niggas VIP. I'm like, damn. So we go out back. And the way they lead us out back, we don't realize they taking us out the entry that the stars and the celebrities come in. So once they shut the door, we can't get back in. So I'm like, damn, we gotta walk home. No Cash like, hold up, fuck that shit, nigga. We just left out of here with Ray J. We go around to the door. Hey! They open the door. Motherfucker came to the door with a gun. He said, who the fuck is you? He said, man, I'm the movie star. We just left with Ray J. Y'all ain't seen us? He was like, oh, you security, big man? I said, yeah, man, we just trying. He said, oh, man, that motherfucker took us right back on through and gave us another VIP section because they thought he was a movie star because we just left with Ray J. All I did was imagine this shit. And it was realizing as it was going. It's like sneaking in a club, sneaking in the movies, sneaking in a concert. And your friend said, come on, girl, let's go. Come on, dude, we're going to go around back. And you nervous and you walking behind them, but you imagining it working because you're still going. You're spinning that way up, realizing it as you go. The second you say, man, I ain't fucking with you going around here and fucking with these people. You turn around. Imagination is realization. We're going to talk about that.
Yellow button.
Hey.
Yeah. Yes, let's give it up for the master teacher. Give it up for another great message. Give him some hand claps, some soul pumps, some kisses, some blue dots, some something. Just let him know that this message was dope as hell, like every other message he brings to us. Oh, man. Great. Dad, I was thinking, I was like, yo, I mean, I guess that's what Manifestation Station is all about. I have realized that I can imagine anything and bring it into fruition. Like I'm always walking around imagining stuff. I'm imagining I'm gonna put this together. I'm imagining I'm gonna do this. And that's why when you was asking last week about what was one of the messages, and you was saying, what would you do? You was asking people what would they do, and I'm like, I'm living it. I didn't know what it was going to be. I said I wanted to be attached to something that was world changing. That could have landed me anywhere. It could have been on the strip club. Could have been like Mimi on the reality TV show. You know what I'm saying? Hanging from the damn shower bar, whatever. That could have landed me anything. However, it has connected me to this moment right here where lives are being changed. People legacies, the generations to come, they're going to be able to bring this thought process into their homes. And another thing I like about it is that it's just showing us another way. People keep saying what you can't do. I can't imagine this. I can't do this. I can't do that. And you're always showing us how we're doing these things in default anyway. So all you have to do, we have to continuously work on is being aware so that you know where you are, you know what part of the game you're in.
I talked to one of our blue dots from class, and the link is up. Who was it? Goddamn, I can't remember. Either way, anybody can come in. I talked to one of our blue dots from class.
It was Chris
the other day, and they were hitting me up about, you know, some good news, some shit they was gonna link me up on, and they was just like, Jay, you gave me a confidence beyond anything that I could have ever imagined walking in.
Yep.
They was just like, yo, I can do anything and I'll try anything and I'll walk my ass right up to the front of the motherfucking line and ask and be expecting, and then realize the way I ask and the look I have on my face, motherfucker said, this motherfucker must be somebody.
Mm-hmm.
When we was talking about that D.L. Hewlett situation, for Lynn to get to that concert with no ticket, get a ticket, get tickets for y'all to get in too, though, right? How did y'all get in?
No, I think we bought two, but she had to. It didn't matter if we bought tickets if we couldn't get all the way in.
Yeah, okay, so y'all bought the tickets after she went there.
Yeah, I mean, that was the plan. If she get there and we can't get any extra tickets, yeah. Somebody gave her a ticket, and then once she got there, she had to get to him.
But somebody gave her a ticket after I dropped her off.
Yeah,
though.
that's what I'm trying to say.
So y'all must have been communicating after she got in.
Yeah.
Y'all bought a ticket. Okay,
yeah, we went up there and bought a ticket.
Mm-hmm. So how do you get there? Somebody give you a ticket for a show because she tall, afro, you know, and the guy that gives her a ticket, she separates from him and gets to the back.
Mm-hmm.
And meets DL and meets his people. You ain't got no badge.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a motherfucker walking through, and in their head, they're imagining, I'm going to get in here, I'm going to do this. They're realizing that shit.
And I'm glad you said that, because not to take away nothing from, Sister Lynn and her beauty, it's about the confidence within, because you got tall people that ain't confident to go nowhere. You got to think, because of your height and when I walked around and expectation and want to get shit and do shit, you didn't used to like that shit. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, I wanted to be clear, if anybody watching, it ain't about how pretty, how handsome or anything. It's about what you expect. The gall in you, like to walk up, to shoot your shot, to throw a rock. That's why, like, as a almost tall chick, right? I mean, once I got around there, I was like, oh damn, I'm not even tall. But as a tall chick, short guys, I'll mess with a short guy now. Once I want to put my heels on, I can't mess with them long, but I can mess with them for a little bit. I could base with them just for a little bit, because of the confidence that he has to have to walk up to me to try to mac me in his shortness, knowing that I'm looking at him like he's short. And most of the time, they have way more confidence than a dude just even at my eye level. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that they know they have to convince me. They had to convince themselves to walk over. So that's why I'm like, yo, the way Master Teachers has taught us to go out there and damn fly. That shit is like,
yeah, man. Yeah,
priceless.
Yeah. And you know what? I have people ask me this all the time. They say, Why your shit ain't as successful? I mean, people ask me this about Bears and Bubbles. They're like, how are you teaching this? And you be like, well, everything I ever wanted gonna be given to me, motherfucker. So what you think that you don't see me working for, I'm not gonna work for nothing.
Exactly.
I'm gonna live.
Yeah.
Now, is this getting up every morning, having this show a message and ready by 9 o'clock work? Yes, it is, but it's not work. You get it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So when a motherfucker be telling me what I doing and ain't doing, nigga, this is the 5th season. I done did this shit a year straight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what people be talking about. We got our sister Trey Prue coming on in. Come on in, sister.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
She went on
So
that.
I'll just say that again, Chris.
I laughed at when you say I'm minding your business.
I be trying. I just that yellow girl looking for attention sometimes, but stuff do be facts sometimes. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's better to ask questions sometimes and just blurt stuff out. I'm learning.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I was thinking last week, like back when I was around 28, is when I first really went back to church and started getting into the scriptures and really studying. I mean, I was at the table at 10 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock in the morning, just studying scriptures, feeling good about what I was learning and the feeling it gave me, right? And when I would get to church service, I'd be excited, happy, full of the Holy Ghost, screaming and shouting just a little bit. And last week I went back to day 1 and day 2 of class. And that's when I was out with my trainer at the time on the truck. So I had missed a few classes here and there and never double back. But I said, instead of trying to look for those, I'm just going to play day 1, day 2, and, kind of go from there. And as I was looking at those days, it reminded me of when I was studying the scripture back then, like when I was studying my Bible. And it was just an overwhelming feeling putting, excuse me, just putting the lesson from back then with today's lesson. And I felt like, how you use the terminology of, sex to teach. It just felt like that sexual mukbang. And I was experiencing all this, inside of me because of not forgetting those lessons and putting it with today's lessons. And it felt like I was just taking notes and right back at the table with all this. And it just filled my heart. So since nobody had came on, I just wanted to come on and share that. Don't forget day 1 and day 2, all that. It all go together.
Yeah, sister. It's like the pastor giving a word. You know what I'm saying? That right there really touched me because it's almost like saying those messages were spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
I understand when somebody go to church, you're going looking for someone to confirm what you already believe in. You're going look. Here is different. I'm just up here talking, telling the truth of the world in real life realization. I'm not talking about no ghost. I'm not talking about anything that you can't see with your senses. And for that to make a person feel that spiritual thing, because I've been at church and between the music and the people shouting and what the pastor was saying, I didn't felt the chill go up and down my spine. And felt that what I felt was a spiritual thing. So that's amazing to me. Just for you to say that. I appreciate you, sister.
Yeah, no problem. I love y'all.
Love you too, boo.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's why when I do the recap, whenever I get a chance to, like, if I feel like it links back up to something, I try to bring us back to another lesson so that we could really get the fullness and make sure that we building upon what you're teaching us. Because I didn't used to do, I was learning it in bits and pieces as I was relating to it in real life time. And so, and what I love though, as you progressed in your sessions, that you always started from a point maybe where you realize that's what people didn't quite, like, you you've always attached it in a way. Your teacher, like you put a lesson plan
Things
together.
that I thought people didn't catch
before,
or
right? Mm-hmm.
picking up.
Yeah.
You know what? I just had the realization. Remember, we used to always say, used to be like, I'm gonna be your secretary.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you used to always say that. This was before Bears and Bubbles. When we ain't know what we was gonna do to be great.
Yeah.
She used to be, I'd always be like, I'm gonna be your secretary. I'm gonna be your secretary. And now that you think about it, you have all the notes to the Bears and Bubbles. It's like you've been hand dictating that shit. So you've been my secretary.
Yep.
You know, and it's been happening. She already been writing these all notes down from all these courses. I just imagined it, realized it. So it even becomes even more, because it's like, okay, well, this is gonna be bigger because you've already been my secretary. And I just realized it. So now it's going to even be more of a secretary role of more shit going on. What's up, Roger? Talk to us, fam.
Good morning, boss man. Another great day. Kind of touching on what happened yesterday. I had an interesting evening. It was so interesting that I had to reach out to several people to ask them, hey man, what do you think about this? Because it kind of screwed me up a little bit. I was like, oh, what just happened? Okay, so birthday celebration. I share a birthday with like two of my homegirls.
Yeah.
One of them married, just had twins, and her husband is the one who threw like a seafood cookout, like towards like the College Park side of town. And halfway through, she was like, hey, I want you to meet somebody. I was like, no, I really don't need hookups. Hunting is fun for me. Like this, don't need you, but sure, why not? Let's see what you got. But I got something to do. So I left, pulled off with my friend. My friend just popped up just to like get Chick-fil-A for his wife. He's like, bro, I'm out. I got like 2 hours for old girl starts panicking and yelling. So what we about to get into? I was like, make it happen. Let's make it happen. So we got back to the little seafood boil thing, and my birthday buddy was like, hey, you should meet my niece. I was like, no, actually, I shouldn't. I thought we talked about this. And she was like, no, I understand what you mean, but I didn't tell her what you did. And she was interested in you just by you walking around. I was like, that means a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Because that means she's not chasing a lifestyle.
Yeah. So apparently she was supposed to have went home, but she came back to like help clean up, and I pulled her to the side. Like, hey, it's a pleasure to meet you. I wish I could have met you earlier, but it's birthday celebrations. We talked. I was like, I apologize, but you are way too young for me. She was like, I'm 21. I'll be 22 in like a couple months. I was like, I don't care. That's not good enough. I'll be when there'll be another year. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, you're at my birthday celebration. That's not special. But we talked or whatever, and I was like, I can't do anything for you, because if I took you seriously or took you for granted, I would ruin you for another man.
That's what you'd be saying.
Yeah.
I don't want your number, but add me on like Instagram, because that's just separate enough where you don't check it, I don't check it. It's casual, and if I can give you information, I give you information.
Yeah. You fit mailing us now. Come on, baby. You got me hooked. What the fuck happened, man? What happened?
No, we talked like after everyone left at the party. I pulled her to the side. It was just me and her talking for almost like an hour and a half, 2 hours, just schooling her a little bit. Like, here's some stuff, and she was impressive. Like,
Yeah, because I
He
was about
like
to
her.
say it must
He
seem
like
like
her.
she interesting because you at least left the door open for the IG, and I damn sure can't imagine talking to somebody 21. Didn't you say you 31?
I turned 32 yesterday.
That's not
Okay,
that
30.
bad.
Yeah, that ain't a bad.
Nah, she got to be 20, 24-ish, or I really can't do nothing with her. But as far as look, I mean, she has a website. She sells stuff. She drop ship. Like, mug is impressive.
You already like her though. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's
And
what
you
it sound
talking
like,
about
'cause
her
he
in
said-
class.
He like, it was weird. It was weird. I'm like, what the fuck is weird about it? It was
Oh,
weird that
'cause-
he liked a 21-year-old.
Nah, rare people are rare. And I was
Yeah.
originally going to try to hook her up with like a friend or something like that. But when I went down my Rolodex of like all my homeboys, even my younger employees and stuff like that and colleagues, I couldn't think of anybody good enough for her.
But you.
Nah, I wouldn't even say but me. I couldn't think of anyone. I'm too old for her.
You know what? I think age and time is just it's a construct of life, because it's like, what the fuck do you need her to do other than understand? I'm not telling you to like.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But at your age, you got your shit together, man. What do you need her to do other than have babies and cook and clean and just be help? You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker that's 21 is very capable of that. That's if, like you said, if when you talk to her mind was straight, blah, 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 blah. It's like, when I look for a woman, or when I teach my sons to look for women, I've already taught them, your job is to be able to provide for yourself and your community. So I want them to never look for a woman on what she brings to the table as far as financially, or what type of business ideas and shit she got for that. I'm like, look for a woman that's going to be a woman to you. You know what I'm saying?
Check me out. The same thing that you have going on with your wife that you just realized. Like, I just noticed that she's been damn near my secretary, my help me for years. No, that's pretty much
you just said about the secretary.
The 21-year-old girl?
No, you about your wife.
Oh, okay.
You said that she's been like your help me for years.
Yeah.
The minimum requirement for your wife is more than just someone who can cook, clean. I mean, if you have a simple life, that's beautiful.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
But the more intricate your life is, the more that help me has to do. And has to know, the more discipline she has to have.
Yeah, like we got similar personalities. So when it comes to, I see what you're saying, because
she has her doctorate, you have your master's.
Yeah.
There's a difference. That makes her your help me. Like, she needs to be so capable to even comprehend who you are.
Yeah.
You know what?
So let me ask you this, bro. When you said it was weird, what's the moral of the story? Because it sounds like what I'm hearing, I met a girl that's 21 that actually intrigued me. That's what it sounds like I'm hearing. Yeah.
So this is the most annoying thing about life. This is the second time that it's been one of those mistiming things.
Yeah.
Like one of my old, let's say colleagues, superiors, I might add. We even came to the conclusion, like, yo, if we different timing, this would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Like, but she had me by, let's say, a lot.
Hey man, at least smash.
Yeah, you talking to the wrong.
You're supposed to smash them.
She's more valuable to me in business if I don't screw up her emotions.
I'm fucking with you.
Can I just say, as a woman out here, I think you are more interested in her than what you want to let yourself be, because you seem like a very structured person. And what I'm saying is that, and like what I like to teach women is that we're never victims, right? So if this woman wants to, because what about, this is not a forever thing. This is about a growth for this woman and something she's looking for right now that you could give her, that a little dick here and there solidifies.
He says, Shane.
So now check me out. No.
I understand.
No, let me speak on that.
No, I understand that. I understand that.
No, let me speak on that. So, Javon points this out constantly. If you're good at what you do, you'll do more damage emotionally to that woman than you would. Like, you know what you're doing. And I opened the door just to potentially hire her as an intern, because maybe I can improve her life, just like what you said. But because of that age gap, I'm leaving the door open for another man, someone who's more suited for her now.
Trey Proust says season for no reason. I like that. I like that. Hey, bro, that's very mature of you.
Yeah, that's
when I was 31, that was gonna be a beatdown. Straight up.
That's real, man. I've crossed that line with friends when I was younger, and I've regretted it almost 100% of the time. So at this point, I've studied myself and I studied my failures, and I know that's one of them. Just because she's available doesn't mean I should be pulling down my pants.
Hey,
that's
bro,
true. That's true.
Like
that's
I said,
true.
that's very mature of you. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah,
I appreciate you, fam.
One thing else that he said, when he was using us for example, and you know how like you like you could fuck, Chris could fuck with other niggas. I ain't worried. Like can't nobody take me from you. It's like you're great to a lot of people, but who I know I am and how I understand who you are and what this mission is, nobody is gonna top me in that. Nobody is me for that. You could be you for other things, but you're not gonna be me for that. So when he say, I do get when he says that if you just live in the average life and you want somebody to cook and clean and do some basic stuff, I mean, and not downplaying that, but like where he trying to go and what he trying to do, you got to make sure this person is willing to clown with you.
See, I was looking at him like, man, you got a big ass house, you got money, what you need a woman to do? You smart, you got all these companies and shit, you know what I'm saying? But like, whereas me and you, we're in the public's eye. We're trying to recreate family structure and talk about date on your love. So I need a wife that's, if we're talking about relationships, like I'm a guru, so I need my wife. I get what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? I was saying as far as shit, if shit, if you don't need her for that. But yeah, man, I was like, man, get to the goddamn point, man. Did you fuck? Did you get your dick sucked? What happened?
Listen.
He was like, well, I just met a girl and I just threw her back into the pond.
Though sometimes, but sometimes you get those one of us, those what you call it? I can't remember the word.
I threw her back in the pond for the sake of someone her age. She would be
incubus,
very great.
Succubus.
Yeah, like, incubus and succubus.
Yeah, and you might be in the presence of something you don't know you in the presence of too, and you got a lot of more.
I like the Bible. The Bible said all things working for the good for those that are called according to his purpose. So he got to do what he got to do in his life, you know. And when I was young, my justification was this. I'm going to just set this bar high for you. Cook this good food for you. Put this good mental shellacking on you. A nice full car wash, long-term service, then a meat package. And now you know, hey, listen, if it ain't like Javon, I don't want you. So now she can pick for the rest of her life based off me. I'm helping her. That's how I look at it. So some women look at it like, I ain't never meet. No, you know it. It is to ride the big wooden roller coaster at the back of the park that shut down that everybody said, man, I wonder how that was. You know, the big boy, that's me. The old big wood.
But look, I'm the type of woman, like she noticed him, so she wants him. So it's like, I don't get turned though.
He ain't fooling
like,
me.
I've had many people. Remember, that was the whole thing.
He tried to Craig mamas. Hey, I got to fuck with him for a sec, y'all. He tried to Craig mamas. You know, I gave her my IG because I don't look at that a lot. But if I get that goddamn direct message, I'm going to put together, nail her ass to the cross. He coming here like, hey, I want to repent, y'all.
Let us know.
I nailed something to the cross.
I'm not going to say how old you are. Certain people, like, when you just even talked about when you and I when we met and stuff, like the thing that I really liked about Javon is he the only dude that was able to sit in the room with me and not act on that sexual energy and didn't want to. And then when we dated, he's like, don't give me none at first. A lot of times guys don't be in the room with me because guys couldn't date me in church. It was like, because I can't stay saved with her. You know what I'm saying? So
that's like a sneaky way of saying, I fuck you.
And I'm not going to stop you. They knew I was the chick that wasn't going to stop for Jesus. So, I mean, if I'm dating you, I'm going to give it to you. And Jesus, I'll say sorry later. So
yeah, I was honest. I said, look, I got a lot of women that like me. I said, we going to date. I'm going to pick your kids up. We're going to date, like real date. I said, we ain't going to do all that movie shit, bubblegum shit. We're going to date as a real life couple.
Yeah.
I was like, but don't try nothing sexual with me. The second you do, I'm going to turn you down and I'm going to leave you alone. And I was serious.
To give it to you.
Like, I was serious. I was serious. Like, because to me, appreciate that super chat, Roger. That motherfucker just knocked me upside my head with a super chat. For me, man, I just feel like I didn't get it like he got it at that younger age. But like he said, the self-control that he has to not smash something just because, or Trey Prude called it a season for no reason. You know what I'm saying? When I was that age, I was gonna knock it off. But by the time I met you, well, you know what? That's crazy because I was 31 or something when I'm out 32. God damn, I was just God damn.
Yeah,
fuck him. I was just as mature as him at that age.
That's right. It was another man. You wanted to be married. You wanted to do it the right way.
I ain't realized that when I was 31, I told the truth.
Yeah, you did.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'll be a son of a bitch. I had matured early.
Let me see.
Yep, I damn sure was. Fuck it. Yeah. Hey, man, I'm just as mature as that motherfucker. He ain't no better than me, nigga. I stopped fucking everything that was moving when I was 31.
And just as select after that. Yeah. But like even now, like us having an open relationship, we're not out there.
That motherfucker just hit me upside my head with a super chat. That's what Bill got. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was just saying though. I mean, people think because we have an open relationship that we just out there messing with everybody.
No way.
Because we've grown, we're not trying to seize every opportunity that's trying to seize us.
And a lot of people don't realize when your mama tell you don't go to Fayetteville Street as a kid, the first place you go is to Fayetteville Street. When somebody telling you can't do something, you want to do it. Like you said, the cheating for you was you wanted to be sneaky. Having an open relationship didn't even want the exciting part for you. You was a sneaky motherfucker, so you need to be sneaky. So it's like it's a situation where it's like because I know I can fuck a woman when I want to or meet a new woman, I don't be wanting new women. I'm telling you, rich people don't go around spending all their fucking money up.
Yeah.
It really hit me. Freedom is actually self-control. I don't think people realize that. When you have the freedom to do something, if a motherfucker that smoked crack had all the money in the world to smoke crack, he'll smoke so much crack, he'll get tired of smoking crack. It wouldn't even get him high no more and he'll quit. Because the fact that I can be open and honest with a woman, it killed the hunt and the sneaky lies. The fact that I can meet a woman and she can say, oh, I like you, I'm interested. I say, yeah, I'm married. I'm a polygamist. And they say, oh, well, shit, I'm down with that. I'm like, damn, bitch, I thought I was going to have to hunt you. Goddamn. So I lost all of the sexual urge is just doing what I think is wrong. Somebody telling me what I can't do made me want to rebel against that. So like, I don't be on them women like that. I swear to God, I don't. People look at me and think that I don't be on women like that. Fuck that shit. I don't even like smelling different women, man. We live in a different world with these women and they hygiene and shit now. So when you have freedom to do something, that gives you the self-control. That person who can freely beat your motherfucking ass, he got the self-control. He ain't the nigga going around fighting. The trained martial artist, that's a trained killer, he not going around fighting. He has self-control. The motherfucker with billions of dollars, not blowing their money. They not on social media flashing shit like people that don't have money. So my freedom constrains me. My freedom to do what I want to do makes shit not as fun. I'm serious, man. People think I'm lying.
Yeah, exactly.
Barger said, freedom is what you do with what's been done to you. John Paul, what is that? Sartre. Well, family, y'all know what time it is. We're going to get up out of here. My stomach is full as hell from all this watermelon and all this other shit. Y'all stay on your fruit fast, family. Y'all make sure y'all hit that Cash App if you can. Let me put it up there. If you want to PayPal us at J Clark Products. You can Zelle us at that phone number, 919-292-5374. And you can send us that mighty Cash App at the Master Teacher. Make sure you get on the Cash App list this week.
Full court pressure, know what you need. Someone that's about you, girl. I'm selfish, that's out of your chest. No, it's gold, it's a treasure. It's kinda cold right now. Let me keep you warm in this weather now. Loving you is my calling. Girl, I'm ready to put my all in, yeah. I'ma show you what it feels like to be loved. Hold you down when we pop out, girl, I hold you up. No other feeling compare. My intuition sends your love in the air. Baby, just hold tighter if you feel that you're scared. I know the way you feel and really feel like it's real. Ain't no probably. Wanna know how it feels having you on this side of me. Instantly, intimacy, enjoy your company. Tenderly and gently, that's the vibe for me, yeah. Get you ain't going nowhere. This day to love, girl, I wanna go there. You the biggest drip, I don't need no mind clear. Girl, I'm ready, let me know whenever your mind clear. You take an inch on my life, take it with you. The life you wanna create, baby, can I make it with you? Stay down, let's get it, girl, I wanna run this cake with you. Yo, not you better, don't you ever bring no maker with you.
If all hearts and minds are clear, we will see y'all tomorrow morning, which is Friday, which will be my Saturday. E-Handela, Robo-Shai, AJ-Piete, or Robo-Shai, Yay Sauce, dabba-do that. Ah, man, on your black ass. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Team. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. I want it, baby. Ooh.